I didn't forget about my plan A. You know, some people forget about their plan A and get comfortable there. I was like, no, I told myself I want to be in the entertainment industry. I don't care where at, but that's what I wanted to be. I want to be in this space, you know. And then God brought me from the back to the front, and I was able to showcase like who I am. And that's when my homegirl at the time was like, hey, you know, they doing auditions in New York for Wildin' Out. Like, you know, you need to go on Wildin' Out. And I was like, what I gotta put on the email? She says, just say DC Young Fly your cousin. Say, say Carlos Miller your uncle. And I was like, all right, let's see. And I did that, and they wrote me back. It was like, yeah, for sure, we'll have you come in. I'm going to have to say, you know what, God, that's not of me. Just remove it, you know, and he'll do it. You know, he'll bring you a Pretty Victory book to read. He'll bring you friends to speak life into. He'll bring you a podcast that you have time, 50 minutes, 30 minutes to speak life into, and you leave out of here stronger than ever. You know, bold and confidence and lying. I'm ready for the next thing, because now you're able to release it. Deliverance don't got to be spitting out. Deliverance could be right here.
Are you challenging me? You wanna go, bro?
I will lie, I'll lose. It's been a long time.
Welcome back, guys. Another Monday morning, man. The energy should be vibrant because I know you went gym and church over the weekend, but listen, we're giving away a trip to Tokyo. Yeah, you heard me right. We're giving away a trip to Tokyo. Last year we gave away a trip to Greece and Jamaica. You know, Greece and Jamaica. This year we're doing Tokyo. We're going big this year, Tokyo and that, yeah? So click the link in the description, get your ticket for the raffle. Winner will be announced on April 4, that's 4th of April, after April Fools, because we ain't tricking you. Nope. Yeah, I wanna ask first and foremost, yeah, have any of you got anything you wanna get off your chest? Anything that's upset you recently, pissed you off? Any type of person you wanna shout at?
Oh, man.
Yeah?
Myself, man.
I feel like I've been shouting a lot recently.
Shouting?
Yeah, like as in like I don't keep things on my chest. I just be shouting.
Period.
Getting off your chest.
Yeah. Why keep it?
Well,
But who you shouting at?
Whoever wants to listen.
you're shouting outwards.
Yeah.
I am finished. Oh my God, no, I'm in the funk. I feel like I'm in one of them like scatty periods of my life where I'm just like unorganized, everything's all over the place. Like, bro, I've misplaced my wedding ring.
You found it?
I ain't found it yet. It's so confusing. I'm investigating. Like, I'm doing serious work. Like, I checked my ring doorbell. Yeah, of course, I've told her. Everyone that I told, I misplaced my wedding ring, they were like, does your wife know? I was like, is that the first thing that everyone thinks? Like, that I'll lose it, I won't say. I'm like, I don't know where my ring is.
Yeah,
like,
but she might have the ring, so like, she might be waiting for you to drop your prize.
No, she wouldn't do that. She wouldn't do that. But there was one point I was thinking, could she be like upgrading the ring or something? I was like,
like a little surprise.
She ain't gonna do that, bro. But it's confused me, bro. I don't know. I've even got sick of it. Honestly, I think I'm that stressed. Like, I did psychology. They said like cortisol in the blood for too long gets you stressed, and that's what happens when you're stressed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's cortisol in my blood, bro, for a long time. And then, bro, I think I waited too long for my, like, you know, like when you're down to your last boxers.
Oh, how did you get there?
My balls are wet right now.
Oh my God.
They're dying. They're damn. They're damn.
I watched them this morning.
Bro, she was like, I'll flip them on the heater, that's all I can do. My balls are damn.
Anyone you need to shout at? How's the flight?
I wasn't even done shouting.
Sorry.
We'll spin the block on you. Don't worry, you got a lot.
No, the flight was good. We got here safe. Just shout out to all the body gals, you know. Shout out to B Simone. You know, she just call on and say, yo, Pretty V, we need you in London to promote this book and just promote what you got going on. So just all the good people. I have nothing on my chest. All that was back in 2024. We good.
Oh, yeah. Because, some people ended this year with the same roughness as last year.
Yeah, and if you want to get on. Yeah.
Didn't smooth out, no edges. Who did you fly with?
Delta.
I've never flown with them.
I
don't know, for some reason I want to.
Who you fly with?
Virgin.
British Airways. Virgin. Did you say Virgin?
Yeah.
I'm not.
JetBlue?
No, that's usual stuff, innit?
Yeah.
You know, I've only been New York. I need
you come to Atlanta?
I ain't been there.
Miami?
I've been there.
Okay.
But I just want to fly with one of your airlines. See what it's
Delta,
saying.
it's good.
See if it's,
it's lit.
different. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like, what's your flight attendants like? They play music on the flight or?
Nah, it's
music.
just
Soul play.
no, we do movies.
Just movies.
Movies and local music, but nothing crazy. The whole flight ain't gonna hear what you listen to.
That's because I remember I went like maybe Malia back in the day. It's an island in Europe, not an island. It's a spot in Europe. It might be an island, but and we was just playing music out the speakers. The whole flight was lit.
like a party holiday.
It was a party holiday. That's why I feel that's what they should, like, we're going somewhere good, aren't we? Unless you're getting deported, like, we should be trying to have a good time before we get there too, like, pre-drinks.
On the plane?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love a pre-drink on the plane. Yeah.
I don't drink on planes.
What? It's free.
I know.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I just don't drink on planes. I don't think the alcohol's to my liking. Like, it's normally like wine.
No, there's also like Captain Morgan and stuff like that.
I don't really drink Captain Morgan like that. Do you get what I'm saying? So more time I'm just like, yeah, just give me a juice. Give me a juice or water. Like
cranberry juice or something like that.
It's
cranberry
alcohol.
Juice slaps. What's your favorite juice? Cranberry.
Cranberry
Juice.
I love cranberry juice so much.
But that's because they got that ocean spray though. They got like the like one that isn't sugar tax. Like over here,
sweet.
we basically had a moment where the UK said everything that has loads of sugar in it, you're gonna get taxed more. So all the companies started dropping the sugar in the drinks.
Yeah.
So now they taste like shit.
So
now they
crap.
taste like shit. Like
They've ruined everything.
You from Atlanta?
I'm from Miami.
Okay, but you dress like a New Yorker.
Yeah, right now, because it's cooler. It's cool outside.
I'm going to England.
It's cool outside, yeah.
Is this your first time here?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Oh, you haven't even explored yet. You came straight from the
I
airport.
know, straight, which is fine. But yeah, this is my first time here.
Nice.
Yeah.
You looking forward to doing anything in particular? Anybody told you to try out new things?
No, not yet. I think we're gonna, try to figure out what we should do around here. I don't know. You guys got to tell us what we should do. What we should vibe.
This is the problem, yeah. I was even thinking about this. Last time B came,
because I want to be a tourist.
She took us out. And I was thinking,
we sounded like bad bees.
I felt like one.
Yeah.
I felt like one.
Because
I was like, I'm only going now because she's invited us out.
Yeah.
Because really, this marriage life, man's indoors. So when somebody comes, I can't even be like, yo, this spot is lit because
you're married.
I ain't been. Like everybody talking about Eden. I've been there once for a friend's birthday and I was there for an hour.
You went Eden?
Yeah.
Swear.
For Dresh's birthday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
You see, look, you see, Dave was shocked that I've gone to a club.
Out without us.
Yeah, that's what you're right. You went Eden without us. That's crazy.
Yeah. You still clubbing?
If they ask me to come and book me, then I'll slide through. But it's not given like we at home on a Friday. Let's go to the club. Like we're not doing that. No, that's not a priority for sure. We done did that.
When you've got your first club booking, did it make sense that they wanted to pay you to come and stand in the club? Or was that like something you waited your whole life for? Type shit.
No, I feel like when you like what we do in the comedian space and just like being an entertainer, like that's expected. So when they reached out, I was like, okay, cool, and it's easy. Like you just gonna be cute, be on the mic for a little while, and they throw you a bag. But for me, I mean, those things that come my way is like, oh, that's expected by God. Like I'm a spiritual, so I'm gonna do my thing, but it's expected by Him to do those things. You know, so it's expected to go in those rooms and be you, and then go home. But I don't really do the club bookings like that no more.
Yeah.
And if it is, it's like day parties. I go to like a little day, but it's
it
not
feels
given,
a bit more like sanctified.
Yeah, it's not.
Do you know what I mean?
Day party.
Day parties seem a little more chill.
Yeah, like clubs is dark, strobe lighting. It feels like the devil's present. Do you know what I mean?
Like defo won't break out at the day party. Them nightclubs, it was risky, but it was like, I'm excited still.
And the club scene has changed a lot, so it ain't like, I'm from Miami, so it's a place called Live that we go. It's other places out there that's around, but those spots where people are dancing, having fun now, people standing up.
Oh.
Guns on the side, people fighting somebody, looking like, you know, they beefing. Like, But if I'd go to the club if my homegirl and my cousin, we in Miami or whoever, or be like, let's just go. We got, got friends in the entertainment industry, so we'll pop out and support.
Yeah.
But it's not given we on a bed on Saturday, like, let's go to the club.
Yeah.
Nah, we actually booking a flight somewhere to go work. Like, it's not given that.
How was negotiating the first club booking? Like, they offered you something and you say, well, I'm gonna need some more though. Or it was like you took what you was offered on the first one and then ran it up.
Yes!
We did it.
Yes.
No, for sure.
I'll do it for cheaper.
Right. It's like, well, I'll do it for this, like, just to go out there, some money, you know?
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh yeah, like, let's run it back, how long and what that money look like. But at first, it was $2,000, I'm finna go, you know?
Yeah.
If it was $5, it was whatever. But now it's like,
you say that like that's small. In
Yeah.
this country, give me 1,000, give me 100, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Nobody wants me there. Like, why?
Give me
why don't you want
free
me at your
entry
club,
and I'm
bro?
there. Free entry and I'm there.
Give me that and we'll talk.
2,000 ain't really rent for a good spot.
What should I rent out here?
It's about 2,000.
It depends on what you're renting,
The
though.
mortgage.
Yeah.
It's like what you renting. Yeah, I
Yeah, it depends on what you're renting. Like, for something good, 2,000 ain't gonna get you something good, is it?
Oh, it's not
For you.
Oh, in
out
here
there.
as well. You wouldn't be in London. Like, London 2,000 is like a decent place. Like, yeah.
What do you mean? How many bedrooms are we talking about?
Probably like
1, 2.
Yeah.
2 beds in London.
Yeah, you'd be lucky
around
to.
two. Yeah.
Get a 1 bed.
Yeah, you'll be lucky to get a nice 1 bed for that price.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a mortgage like in Atlanta, your mortgage could be like $2,500
Yeah.
and like 6 5-bedrooms.
What?
6 5 bedrooms.
5 6 bedrooms, yeah.
Damn.
Fuck.
We're suffering, man. We are suffering. But is that like on the outskirts or is that like the hot spot to live? Like,
I live on the outskirts, so for sure outskirts.
okay, cool.
But then again, it depends on who your realtor is. It may be close to the city, you know, the deals, but like you could get something in Atlanta for that and have a whole backyard and bedrooms and stuff like that. Yeah.
You own or?
I own.
Okay, so is it true, yeah, that once you go and view it, and if you say on the day you want it, that you can't back out, or you can
No, you could back out.
You could back out.
Yeah, you could back out.
Okay,
Yeah.
I saw somewhere that on the day if you say you want it, you can't back out.
Oh no, you could back out.
You could back out.
If nothing's, if the
disappear,
ink
bro.
ain't dry, you can do it.
Oh, run
Fuck
away,
around.
bro.
Yeah, no, you could definitely back out.
All right, people, look, I've interrupted this message because last year we got to 100K subscribers and it was a fantastic moment. We even did we do live stream marathon and we had balloons? We did, yeah? So we want to do more parties, more marathons with 150K.
Sorry.
I was running. I'm back in it.
Sorry. It's going to say, won't do his mouth was moving.
You have to tell them quick. All right, let me get in. Hey!
Continue. We should just slap this in the way.
Say no more. Hey, keep listening, man. Look, plaque. We want soon 1 million plaque. That's gold. The 100 million, the 100 diamond and red. We want all of the plaques filling the walls, yeah, by God's grace, innit? But like I said, man, subscribe. Then onto something nice. So we asked our members how they met their how their parents met each other.
Okay.
Do you know that story of your parents? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
They was in high school, so my mom and
High school sweetheart.
Yeah, my mom was like with her girlfriends, with her books in her hands. That's what she told me. And then she said she seen my dad driving a car, and she was like, "Who is that?" And then he came out and approached her, and that was it.
Oh yeah.
So he was driving by. She was walking from school.
So he was going to work.
No, he was going to school.
Yeah,
Driving to
drive.
school. Oh yeah. They drive from early, like
Yeah.
15, 16.
Yeah,
They drive.
early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he had his friends in the car, and my mom was walking with her girlfriends down in Miami, and she was like, "Oh, I want him." And plus, they're both Jamaican, so she's like, "I want that one. Who's that one?" And then that's when she was
Just
like,
easy like that.
Yeah,
no,
easy like-
no.
"Yeah." She's like, "He's like, oh, I want you too." And then that's when they connected.
Okay.
That's much easier.
Uh,
Shit. When I met my
yeah, my
wife,
daddy
she-
fine, so you know.
Oh yeah.
My mama pretty, so I'm pretty sure it was like, one of those moments.
Yeah.
Do you actually think they're fine though? They're actually pretty, or is it
Yeah.
just because you're their daughter?
Oh no, they Be small, no, that daddy fine.
Yeah?
Yeah. Looking nice, look a coolie man, him fine, him look good.
Yeah.
And he's Jamaican, so he
He's
can
Jamaican,
cook.
he can cook, yeah.
Oh, man.
Cook and clean.
That's the thing about Jamaicans, the men can really throw down.
And they can clean. Okay?
Bro, I saw a video of Cash. He's a rapper, he's Jamaican. He was wiping down the inside of the fridge.
Oh yeah, they don't play.
Said,
It's like an OCD thing.
It was so impressive. I had to look and see, does my wife do this? Because I don't. So I checked the seal and I was like, oh, thank God.
So who wife is Jamaican?
Bayesian.
Oh, okay,
Bayesian.
Bayesian. Oh, okay.
Cleaner. Well, not, it sounds crazy. I called my wife a cleaner, like.
Whoa, yeah, I just realized.
This is my wife first. So I got a couple stories, of how people's parents met. In 2005, my mum was visiting family in London. She used to get the 144 to Wood Green to go do food shopping, and my dad would see her on the bus and smile at her, but never spoke to her. She went back to Manchester, and he never saw her. never saw her again for months. Assuming that she was Congolese, he went around the community hoping to find her, and ended up finding her uncle, and went to Manchester to formally introduce himself to my grandparents with her uncle, and the rest is history.
What?
Wait, so he went to the grandparents before he spoke to her?
No.
Okay, I missed
He went to the Congolese community to find who this woman was, because he assumed she was Congolese.
Yeah.
And then he bumped into her uncle.
Yeah.
And then the uncle said, oh, she lives in Manchester. So the uncle took her to Manchester to formally introduce him to the grandparents. And then the rest is history. So they got married and had children.
But when did
they meet?
When did they meet? Because it's like, so he saw her on the bus, didn't talk to her, found her uncle, and then went to go and marry her.
Yeah.
What is this?
This is crazy.
What is this?
What's the problem?
That's crazy. So it sounds like an arranged marriage.
I don't know what the Congolese do.
Yeah, similar. I mean,
maybe she was just on it too.
I could never. You don't want to talk to her first. Like, you're going off looks. What is this? That's so shallow.
That's what her parents did.
No, but they spoke to each other before they actually got married and all of that.
I don't think they got married on Tuesday like that.
I feel like from that story, they did.
Yeah. Someone said my dad saved my mum from a burning building.
They're lying.
He fell for it.
Yeah.
Hey, that would have been sick though.
Yeah. Someone said my pops was a taxi driver on the come up back in Nige, and my mum was entering the bus one day and told her she shouldn't be entering a downfall. So he'd give her a ride, and then he kept taking her to and from uni every day, and that got the job done.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
That's lovely. That is beautiful.
How have you been swooped off your feet?
Ooh.
Never been swooped?
Team blushing.
Swooped recently?
No, not swooped recently. I would have to say I like charm. So if you got some charm, we could talk. And if you have some manners and you're a gentleman and you're respectful, we can have a conversation. But for me, it's just I get swept off my feet when you come correct, when you're confident.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we could have a conversation. We could vibe with each other. We could. It's something about a man that has confidence. Like. I don't care. The looks matter, but it don't really matter unless like you have confidence. Like your personality has to like overpower, because you may have one eye and I may like you. You know? You may have one toe, and I may say okay, but
crazy.
But other than that, it's about that confidence. And I mean, I went on a date like 2 years ago, and he
was that
had
your
this.
Last date?
Huh?
Was that your last date 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
What? I knew you were gonna say that.
My last date was like 2 years ago.
Wow.
And then we were on the beach, and a helicopter came down in the water in Miami, took me, to another island, and we had dinner there. So that was sexy. I like stuff like that, just thinking and all that confidence. 2 years ago. That was the last.
Crazy.
That wasn't enough.
Shit. You need to give me his number, bro. I want to date him as well, bro.
That wasn't enough.
Yeah.
No ring on your feet. That wasn't enough.
No ring.
What happened?
But that sounds like love bombing.
No, we were together after a while. We we were together, you know. But to approach me, you know, and to be swept, you gotta have some type of confidence for me.
Oh, so that wasn't the sweeping?
Yeah, what the helicopter? That wasn't the sweeping.
Okay.
The confidence at a sweep and the broom and a mop is right.
Full sweep.
Yes, full sweep, full clean up.
Janitor.
Yes.
The thing is, when you was in the helicopter, was you trying to act like you've been there before?
No, I was so scared, and I got an attitude too. I don't know what he did, so we was actually silent in the helicopter.
Bro.
I don't know, you know me.
Was that a makeup thing?
No, it's like I was in a helicopter ride, and I was like, I just got an attitude. I don't know. I think he did something to me or something. It was something that I was quiet the whole time, and I was acting like I ain't paying him no mind. I was like, oh, let's see that. Scared as shit. Like I was trying to figure out what was going on.
When we gonna laugh?
I was like, okay, I need to talk to you because if something happened, my mama need to know.
Yeah.
You know, but no, he was cool, but that chapter's over. So.
Wow, 2 years ago.
We be beefing at the wrong times, man.
Bro.
Man,
That's why like on the car journey home from a date, I'm very selective with what I say. I'm gonna be quiet, like very quiet. The date's gone well. If I fuck this up on the way home, I'm gonna be pissed, bro.
There's no sex in that.
If I fuck up a date night just because I said something like, "Oh yeah, man, oh yeah, she looked good," or something, just like on the
road,
like we're having fun, and I let it go.
You ever fucked up on the way?
On the way to a date?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
I have. I can't remember what I did. I do too much stuff, but
I at the beginning, yeah. But I used to like, you know, like.
But I should be allowed to fuck up because I'm paying. If you mad at me,
the rules.
I'm gonna reduce the bill by half. You can only have 2 drinks today.
On the way out, she has to be nasty.
Let me say what I want.
Nah, because I'm thinking like, I lost my train of thought now. Oh no, you see like in movies and stuff, or like TVs, like, like she looked good before going out, so they get it in quick. My missus ain't for that.
No. Yeah, no.
Like if she's already started doing her makeup, that's it. Like it's gonna happen after we get back. It's not gonna be like, quick one before we. No. Like she takes that shit seriously.
Yeah. She's not gonna jump back in the shower.
No.
Yep. No, not happening at all.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Can't relate.
I swear.
Can't relate.
Oh.
Even if I'm not going out, she is. Yeah, we going.
Good for you.
Gonna have a good time. I'm gonna have a good time. Both of us.
And you guys are all in relationships?
Married.
Yeah,
married.
Yeah.
He ain't married right now.
Nah, I'm married. I'm married. The ring doesn't make you
exactly,
married.
man.
You traveling with your paperwork?
No, not at all. I might have to get a replacement one in the meantime.
Do you think it's that deep though?
She does.
Oh, does she?
She mentioned it. She said, "How are you gonna survive?" I said, "I'll be fine." It's not like all of a sudden bitches are everywhere. Like
it's pussy.
Yeah. Oh shit. Like trying to catch it. But she mentioned it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, it's fine." And as soon as she mentioned it, I was like, "She's gonna want me to get something in the meantime." So I've already started looking like, before I claim on insurance, let me look for this thing like properly in the house, and then I'll give up and be like, all right, cool. Let me get the same
Why
joint.
don't you just claim and then you got 2 rings if you find it?
I don't want 2 rings.
No, but you can sell the other one.
No.
In Miami, do you have any like stray, scary animals?
She caught
Florida,
one.
dude.
You caught one?
She caught one with the mink on, boy.
Period.
Roadkill.
There's a lot of iguanas around. You know about iguanas?
No.
Yeah, I know.
What's that, like a lizard?
Yeah.
Oh,
The big little lizards. They're out there. And they're actually freezing right now. They're dying because the weather is bad. It's cold in
Miami.
It's like 14 degrees.
Really?
So they're dying.
That's peak, because I've been many places, and I never see foxes anywhere but in this country.
Foxes out here?
Mm.
Oh, wow.
I never see.
You know what's funny? It's your accent switching, you know? It's still spinning me. As soon as she heard the reggae coming in, she was like, I can
be Jamaican.
I can go and be my full-on self. Like,
would you get like the lizard joints in your house? Because say like, if I go to the Caribbean, you'll get them on your balcony. They might come inside.
They might come inside.
In America, they'll come in your house as well.
Just lizards, not the iguanas.
Lizards.
Yeah, lizards. Yeah.
That's great.
Roaches, lizards, and rats. Yeah. Can come inside roaches too.
You see, yeah, roaches. I can't deal with that, man. Them joints is crazy.
They're them
with
strong
the
ones you can't
antennas,
kill.
Like
The strong backs.
What roaches y'all got?
No, we don't even have roaches like that here, you know?
You don't?
No,
No,
I don't
we don't.
remember.
So what y'all got? What comes in the house?
Flies.
We got beetles. Do we have beetles here?
Beetles.
Beetles and roaches are
yeah, but you
family,
don't see them though. You don't see them really like I see slugs weirdly in my house.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
I
don't
see
know where
slugs.
they come from.
Yeah, I see slugs.
They come inside.
Bro, there's one in my kitchen, like in the
Yeah,
middle of the
they'll
kitchen
come through
floor.
like the pipes, especially around like the washing machine and stuff
But
like that.
this is what I'm thinking. It's like when we redid the kitchen, we were like, okay, finally we're gonna see where the hole is that they're coming from. Everything's like
Sealed off.
So we're like, I don't know how they get there, but just put salt in the corners now. Just
Yeah.
you come to my house and there's stuff on the floor. It's not cocaine. It's just salt to keep the slugs out.
And that's got bricks in the wall. Damn. So what was it like? What was it like growing up in Miami?
It was a good experience. I mean, I grew up, again, having Caribbean parents. So, of course, both sides was just a mess. But it was a fun time as a kid. Oh, yeah,
Which side of the family more trouble?
Yeah.
my mom's side. My mom's side, for sure.
Who is it? Is it men or women that is causing trouble?
The men.
It's the men.
Uncles.
The men. The cousins.
Men are mad.
Uncles.
Men are problems.
Yeah, that's my mom's side. Oh Lord, my dad's side is more like you gotta go to school. Don't come here with no job. You have to be a doctor, a lawyer, or something. My dad didn't understand my comedy. He was just like, that's not gonna make you no money. Like, no. He's like, it's a hustle. You gotta do this. Sometimes you're not booked. Sometimes you won't be able to pay your bills. Like, what if the job don't come your way?
Yeah.
And I used to just be like, no, you watch me.
No, you share your reels and group chats.
Right, exactly. Then I just, learned how to turn, funny to money. So that's just how it went.
Did he find you funny though?
Oh yeah, I'm the character of the family on his side
Okay.
for sure. So he knew like, I remember I was cracking jokes in the house. He was like, just let her go on. She's gonna be somebody. That was it from there.
Yeah. Are your parents funny though? Like your mom or your dad?
My mom's a pastor. She's a funny pastor.
Oh, okay. You see, I was seeing some God on you.
one.
I could see. You can feel the God on somebody. Like God is imprinted.
Yeah,
like,
she's a pastor. My dad, he's hilarious too. But he's like one of those stern Jamaicans. Like he's gonna crack a joke and it's gonna be funny, and next minute he's back to being serious. My mom is like, she's gonna crack it and she's gonna laugh in your face. She's gonna talk about it. She's gonna do whatever.
Yeah, strict. I think my next door neighbors used to be, when I was back at my mom's house, they were Jamaican and they were very strict. And like the thing is, Africans and Jamaicans have this. I don't know if it's like this in America, but Africans and Jamaicans have like a bit of a not a beef, but we have these cultural wars where we're like, oh, Jamaicans were here first, we came afterwards. Are Jamaicans doing this or Africans are doing this, right? So I used to think that, Jamaicans weren't strict.
Yeah.
I used to think they weren't strict. Oh my God. In that house, man, one of the beatings I witnessed.
It was bad.
What?
It's bad.
I just heard what was going on in the room. The door swung open and I saw her come out the room like this, like, please, like, it's enough. I was like, rah, they do this here too.
And you didn't go home?
Bro, of course I went home after that. I said, it's time to go. But like, very, very strict, like, and very godly.
Yeah.
Very, very godly.
Very godly, but strict.
Yeah.
Beat your bud. Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll find anything, a hanger, a belt buckle, like they don't care. They'll embarrass you in front of your friends too. Jamaicans are like,
But this is what I feel like we're not doing enough of today, right? I don't feel like we're embarrassing kids, nephews, nieces. I don't feel like we're embarrassing them enough because we feel like if I do this looks bad on me too. Do you get what I'm saying? Whereas, like, I don't even want to shout too loud in public if my kids are doing something because I just feel like I'm making everybody look over.
yeah.
But that's making them get away with shit whilst they're in public, and then they think, yeah, we can run this shit in public for sure. Like, I feel like we're not like disciplining them in front of it. Not saying we have to smack them like in front of everyone, but like we're too ashamed.
Yeah.
And that's missing. I can feel like that's missing.
The parenting that's changed.
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah. Like,
in Atlanta, if you do something to the kids, they'll call the school thing or whatever on you, or the kids go to school with crying or like abuse, like a bruise on their they'll call whatever I don't know what the CDC, whatever, but no, Jamaicans don't care about that. Jamaicans gonna hit you. You go to school, you ball if you want to. I'm gonna hit you again for doing that. You know? So that's how I grew up. You know? I grew up, if I don't beat the girl up, then I get a beating. You know, so that's just how it was.
Oh, like that.
Oh, them
like
ones.
that.
Did you get in scraps then?
Oh yeah, when I was in college, I fought. When I was in high school, I fought, but I was good. And I had cousins too, so we.
I hate you, cousin people.
Oh, bro.
Fight yourself, man.
I had my cousins too.
I'm gonna go and get my cousin.
Yeah, that was all of us. We was like, okay. Well,
Get you set.
now we not fighting. We grown. We gonna talk about it. You know. Now if you try me, we gonna dump it out. But other than that,
Do you think you can still swing?
What?
What's like, do you think you never lose it? Like, it's like riding the bike.
We not losing.
What's your stance? Like how?
She said we not losing.
We're not losing. But now in this big age, this celebrity age, we're not gonna fight.
Yeah.
You know, now
Too
again,
much to lose.
Yeah, and if it's an issue, if somebody try me, you know, it's like it's one of those ones. But right now we are just trying to, you know, vibe out. It's a lot to lose.
Demure.
Yeah, it's very demure. We got a lot to lose. You know, we don't got time. And that's
siblings?
it. People want you to like the places that we're in. You know, the B. Simones, the Pretty V, the Blame It on Quays, the Desi Banks, the Drewskis. Just the list goes on and on with all these dope comedians that has turned actors and actresses. Let's just start with being an influencer first and foremost. Like we started being an influencer, now we're influencing. You know, so I think for me, we have so much going on that people really want us to act out, you know? So the purpose could stop. When your purpose stops because of just one thing, that's a wrap, you know? So I think for me, it's more I walk in grace. I know I'm funny. I know I'm lit. And I know people are watching. I know haters come too just to antagonize you. So you have to stay the course. Once that happens, people, you see celebrities all day locked up for no reason, you know, because they threw a bottle, they scrapping at the club, they, you know,
but
they
sometimes just one, just to let everybody else know I will bottle you.
No, that's that.
You know what I'm saying?
No, it's that, yeah.
Just one news
I'm
report,
on the one time.
One TMZ.
Yeah.
You saw what I did to the last person. Fucking.
Yeah. I'm on the one time joint, but you know, it's just the fact that when it's just a consistent thing, we're not on Love and Hip Hop. You know, we just chilling out. Yeah. We got a lot to lose. We building an empire here, so we ain't got time to be fighting. Just imagine me in London scrapping it out of the club. They like, yo, that's V. I'm like, you know, so we're not doing that. You know, we're here to.
Hey, Ireland will know not to try it.
Yeah,
them overseas people.
Yeah, we're not.
Sometimes you have to, let them know. Yeah, all right, cool. I can't bring my son here, but.
Yeah.
Don't try it overseas.
You guys have kids?
Yeah.
1, 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you look like you got two.
Yeah.
You look like you got two.
I'm tired, man.
What about you?
No kids.
No. How many are you hoping?
Two. Just one, two.
Just two. One of each.
Yep, boy and
Job
girl. Done.
Who would you rather be the oldest, the boy or the girl?
The girl.
Yeah,
that's the best
girl
way.
being the oldest is good, man.
Yeah,
do you have siblings?
I'm the baby on my mom. My mom and my dad had my oldest brother, my sister who's in the army, and then me. My dad had another son from someone else. Yep. So he's the baby.
Right.
But I'm the baby on my mom's side. Yeah.
Oh, so there was
it's another one. Yeah.
Younger than you.
Yep.
When did you find out about him?
Like 2004. He's 20 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that
20.
like quite immediate, or you found out after some time?
Yeah, after some time. My
What's?
Mari. Yeah, Mari.
2004, 2020. What?
Yeah,
you did maths.
No, it's fine. Go on.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna ask like who's the main kids in that, if that's what you was thinking.
That's how
yeah,
I was
no,
going.
My mom, my mom, my dad, they've been over with.
Yeah.
So yeah, they.
Oh right,
yeah,
they're not together no
mm-hmm,
more. Right.
Yeah, they've been done. So that's when the little one came.
Oh, okay, cool. So it wasn't like a step out.
Yeah, no.
You always hope to be the main kids, though.
I mean, this one's all right because it's not like a
we the lit
family.
kids.
Like,
Oh,
we're the lit ones.
You know, like that. You always...
Yeah. Now Dorian lit too, my little brother, but you know, he knows.
He ain't blood like that.
Now, what I think I did learn though, we used to say step.
Yeah.
My dad did not like that. He was just like, "This is your brother."
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yeah.
step over here. I don't do step. I do.
yeah,
these are blood.
I feel like that's shady still.
Yeah.
The step part is like Because what's the point of saying the step? That's my brother.
I've never said my little brother was my
That's if you're on your
stepbrother.
mum's side, you know, like, I'm standing up for mum still.
Oh, yeah.
Happy how your dad did
Yeah, my brother like that.
Now, if it get there and you out of pocket, then we gonna call you step. But no, my brother, like my mom, like the thing about it is my mom and my dad's side, they're like family. When they see my dad, they're like, hey, Uncle Donald. On my mom's side, my dad's side sees, my dad's side sees my mom, hey, Auntie Yuri. Yeah. Like it's all one big family. They've been knowing each other for over 30 years. My dad was 16, my mom was 16, my dad was 19. So it's just like, that's all they knew. Yeah. And then after that, my little brother came. So and even my little brother is with my mom's side too. They know my little brother. Every time they see my brother, it's like, what's up, Dorian? Like, it's like cousins for real. So it's one big family down in Miami, for sure.
Nice. Do you have like a favorite Jamaican, I'm going to use the word stereotype, but it might not be that, and then I'll give you an example. Say like in a Nigerian or African household, our parents will shout loud on the phone. No matter if you're working or whatever you're doing, the phone call is loud, the whole house can hear it. Or cooking fish and they don't tell you to close your
so the whole clothes smell like
some Jamaican shit that is like you hated, but you love that about Jamaicans.
There's a lot.
Like you miss it now you moved out and it's something.
I would say, one, it has to be the music, right? I love Jamaican music, of course. But when it's Saturday and one of those days and it's too loud and you have to get up. Like, it's no sleeping after a certain time. You have to get up. When they're up, 7 o'clock in the morning, you have to get up. It doesn't matter. Clean up from top to bottom. Like, it's just what it is. But I learned that now in my space that my house got to be clean. And then when guests is at your house, like, they can't sleep past when you there. Like, you don't have to get up too. Find out.
Really?
Yeah, for me. Like,
on a sleepover, Jay, you think my mate can sleep longer than me?
You can't sleep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What?
Wait, why can't the mate sleep?
You have to tap him, we're up.
We're
up now.
It's like we're up now. We're up, so you have to find a broom, a mop too. Like, that's just
when your friends come over, they have to clean.
Because that's how it is.
Nah.
And it's not even a
I'm
clean.
not coming back to
it's
your
not even
house.
a clean thing. It's just like you just can't sleep. If I'm up and I'm alert and I'm doing, you have to get up to find something to do.
Yeah, is this a hotel? So you're having cereal and we should clean around you.
Yes, I'm a guest.
No, let's go home.
And again, like I said, and I think too, it's like the weekend. So if you're there, it's Saturday, you know how it is. It's like Saturday or
Not
Sunday.
that I was invited, but I'm not staying at your house.
So those are the one of the things. But I took that into my adulthood and was like, okay, if my friends are at the house, of course, B done been over there. B sleep after me, but I start mumbling around and she's like, all right, at this point, let me just get up.
No, but that's fair. Like, you two are tight.
Yeah.
Like, there's a level of friendship where...
I'm like, I'm not at B house and I'm not going to sleep. If she's up and ready and rocking, I'm not going to drag it at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. My friend is up. So clearly I'm at her house. It's just...
Spend some time together, like,
fair.
Or help me tidy up.
And then the other thing is, like, Jamaicans don't have no chill. It's all on their facial expression. If they don't like somebody, it's like, they'll do that. And it's like, stop, because I'm in my mind, I'm doing that. Like, it's like that's like they'll talk about somebody and then that, oh Lord, like that's one thing that I'll just be like, stop. But it works too, because you like looking at us like, oh my God, like she is like, needs help, or she needs, So it's little things that Jamaicans do that like I've seen getting brought up as a kid, and I'm like, it's rubbing off on me. Like it's like stop. And then one thing too, when it comes down to like everybody not your friend. Everybody but mine. Like everybody but mine, everybody not your friend.
You're so untrustworthy.
You see, untrustworthy. They're not your friend. They're not this, they're not that, watch that one. Like,
where's your red eye?
You're too red eye.
You're too red eye.
You're too red eye. You're too red, you're too enough. Like,
Why are your restaurants never fully stocked?
What you mean?
You know what you mean.
Me not have that.
Nah, have it.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Never got it.
Yeah.
That's because they have to cook it themselves.
They have to cook it themselves. They're cooking every day. If there is something, but the red eye, you're too nuff, you're too mixed up, you're too bad mind. Like, I get all of that because, again, in the industry, you got to look at, like, I look at people like, can I trust you?
Yeah.
From my upbringing, and B. Simone could tell you, like, I used to be like the type of person to be like, because of my upbringing. Like my mom used to always say, cover yourself, don't chat too much, mute yourself, and everybody's not your friend.
Yeah.
Like that's walking into the industry, that was my mindset. It didn't change. It still hasn't changed. I just allow now the tribe that I'm building that God has given to me, I'm like orchestrating that here to make sure they can trust me. So when they trust me, I'm allowed to trust them because now they feel like, you know, that we have something going on.
Yeah.
But I feel like for me, my upbringing, it was the same thing. Like it was like, they're not your friend.
You think that helped you or did that hinder you because you might have lost a few connections where...
Or you didn't build connections?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it didn't hinder me. I think it slowed the process up for friends with me.
Okay.
I feel like some friends could have knew me a little bit more in the beginning. And then we could have rocked out, but I liked the way God did it. Because I was able to fall back to see a person and then go and be like, oh, hey, now I'm V. You have me as your friend. Because I needed to know what was going on with the person instead of giving my all and being vulnerable. Because when you're a good friend and you have a good heart, you know that it's valuable. So in the back of your mind, you're like, okay, I'm listening to a mom and my family has taught me, my dad. I gotta hold on to that until it's the time to be like, okay, God, like allow me to be the friend for them. Allow them to see that, you know, I'm a good person. I trust them. Because sometimes friends will prove to you that you're a trustworthy friend. And it's like they could OD it, or it could be like, nah, this is really my heart. I could do this. Me and B Simone been friends since 2017, you know, and we're in 2025. And I used to be like, what? Like, you know, what friend? But she still stuck around because she's like, at this point, this girl is so mystique and she's a mystery. I need to know more about her. But B Simone did it in a graceful way. She wasn't on me. She didn't feel like I need to know her. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get. B Simone's a millionaire. B Simone could be like, friend, I'm gonna get you another Louis bag. I'm gonna get you this. I'm gonna buy you. She didn't do that. She said, I'm gonna show you my heart. And then until you're ready to open up, I'm still gonna be here. And that's what we did. And that's what all my friends have done. And I've done the same thing for them. I don't got to know everything, but just know when you're ready to share with me, I'm here because you can trust me. So I've learned, that's one thing that I hold dear to me to this day with my upbringing is it's like, everybody's not your friend. And you need to keep your yai open. Your yai. Keep your yai.
When you watch all of these shows and it's like, oh yeah, I love you, but you just met.
You just met me.
And then they end up fighting by the end of season 1. It's like, you should have known. Take your time, man.
Take your time. Take your time. And again, we all learning. You know, we meet friends in the industry every day. And we're like, oh my God, we could be their friends. Like, they're dope. They're cool. But again, you start attaching yourself to them and then they break your heart, you know, and then you back at square one.
I feel like there's a certain energy you could feel though.
Like, just discernment too. Discernment and your spirit be like, that ain't somebody I want around me. You know, you could definitely feel that. But then again, sometimes you feel like your discernment was right and you took that chance and then they failed you. You know? So it's like, well, maybe I was a little off. You know, something wasn't lining up right. Was it you, God, or was it me? You know, so I don't. When we have a good heart. We just about building an empire, connecting with people, and just really loving on people for real. Like, I don't really like once, and you know, when your mother call you, be like, oh, that ain't your friend. I done had a dream about her. That's my mom all day. You know, so
Jamaicans dream.
Jamaican's dream.
Jamaican's dream. That's a real dream nation.
Dream.
They dream.
With that though, I'm just good at selecting
They dream
friends.
so much.
My mum ain't never called or said, don't bring that person. Have you guys had that? Don't bring.
Yeah.
You know, bad at
Don't bring that
selecting.
person around.
I ain't never had that.
And then when they come around, they're talking about them. They're like, why this girl bring this girl around and tell her to leave her alone? Like, literally, that's literally how I grew up. And I'm like, okay. And then until they hurt me, and like, oh, that's what you meant.
Yeah. I don't feel like my mum's ever been right. Only in a relationship, but that's not her being right. That was just, you know, again, she was like, Jamaicans. Like, you shouldn't be dating a Jamaican. So I brought home a Jamaican girl. She said, this isn't going to work. That's the only time she's been right. Other friends.
So you don't. So you can't date a Jamaican girl, no?
That's like we're not really allowed.
We're not really allowed.
Why? What do you mean you're not really
Listen,
allowed?
there was a whole thing that was going on before our
Before
time,
us, we
where
just inherited it.
Africans and Jamaicans in this country.
For him, I inherit the beat.
Yeah, exactly.
Serious.
For real?
Yeah.
Because a lot of African guys. Where you guys from? What was
Nigeria.
Nigerian Ghanaian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, because I have a friend. He's what's the C? What's the C in Africa? Cameroon.
Cameroon, Congo.
Yeah, Cameroon. So yeah, I have some friends that are from there in Atlanta, and they love Jamaican women.
Oh, yeah.
Nigerian love
No,
Jamaican
we
women.
didn't say we don't love
Yeah.
It might have been the
Just kidding.
parents, or it just might have been the community has a little bit of friction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was more like, oh, okay, do what you want, but you're not marrying. Do you know what I mean? Or you're not gonna be, yeah.
And I think a lot of it was I think it was to do with the hair, because for whatever reason, Africans hate dreads. Like the older lot. Like my mum, when I got like, oh my God. When I cut my hair, she was like, my son is back. Like,
Yeah. Cane rose, anything
all
to
of that
do with
stuff.
like twisting your hair, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Parents weren't on it. When my brother did it, my parents were livid.
Oh wow.
Earrings.
Yeah.
Earrings problem.
Everything that we saw like Jamaican kids doing, our parents was like, you see? This is a ruffian.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
It
why
was
we
mad.
didn't think it was strict over there. We thought it was lawless.
Yeah.
Like, that's what
No, Jamaican.
it's not lawless.
Yeah, Jamaicans don't play. Everything is
don't.
strict.
Yeah.
Then you have so many mix-up Jamaicans too. You have Chinese Jamaican. You have my friend lives in England here. I think she's in Birmingham right now, but she's like her mom's white and her dad's Jamaican. Just a lot of mix-up stuff that's here. Like, and some of my family members are here in England. But I don't. We know them, but we don't speak to them as much. But it's just a lot of mix-up stuff. So I'm surprised that like that's something that was your upbringing to be like, no,
but I
you
feel
can't.
like that's even another thing, because with Jamaican culture, you lot don't have this thing of like you have to date within your. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, whereas within African culture, a lot of it was you have to bring home a Ghanaian woman, you have to bring home a Nigerian. Like they want you to date within
your culture.
Yeah, but it's like.
Because they
as
know
you grow
both
up,
of y'all
it's a
gonna
bit
be a
different.
doctor. You know, y'all love being a doctor.
You know what I mean?
Nurse.
Yeah,
Or,
it's
you
definitely
know?
getting a lot less like strict now.
Yeah,
like,
'cause-
as you grow up around other people and you start realizing, oh, they're not actually bad. They're actually strict over there.
Yeah.
Like, they're stricter than us over there. Then it starts opening up. But for whatever reason, when they came over, it was nah.
Yeah, I went to college with a lot of Africans, and they were, when I say you book smart and have the doctor, like it was just like pharmaceutical. Like I was like, okay, girl, we going to the club. You know, she and her books. I love that.
Their books. Say no more. Let's do an introduction and we'll dive right back in.
Yes, indeed. That is where we show. My name is Temi Akabi.
I'm Fred Santana.
Got a shoot in the house.
Come on.
Married man.
Come on.
Shoot. He's trying to shoot up the club before he goes to the club, but he can't because she ain't on it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Overseas, underseas, what kind of name, whatever God. It's my nigga VP in the cut. That's a scary sight.
Yo.
Got serious talent in the house, all the way from Atlanta, Miami, wherever you want. I don't know. Shoot, you're from everywhere in there right now. Jamaica, Caribbean. We got an author. An author in the place out here writing. We didn't know you guys write like this. We got Pretty V in the place. Thank you for coming, man. Appreciate you. Straight off the flight as well.
I know, man.
We appreciate you, man.
Brush my teeth in the bathroom, yeah.
Hey, blame B Simone. Blame her, because we were supposed to have her on at one point, and then she messed up the whole schedule. So I was like, come after you get off the plane. Come after you get. Don't go anywhere. Come straight.
Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
That was rough. I thought that was rough of him.
Nah.
Should have been allowed to go hotel and.
Nah, but I said in the end, I said, oh, if you're in Shoreditch, yeah, you can go. But then they were like,
No, B was making sure we got all this together.
Yeah.
Shout out
She's
to
a
B.
good friend.
yeah, she is.
She didn't need to do this for you. You didn't. What a big deal.
Honestly.
No,
you a
seriously,
queue jump.
she spoke highly of you guys. She spoke about all the outlets for today, but she definitely spoke highly of you guys. And was like, you could definitely need to come on here, pitch your book, talk about what you got going.
Yeah.
And like she made like the whole day like happen. Again, like I told her when we were changing, I said, girl, this is the thing. When you're able to she is a celebrity herself.
Yeah.
We know the accolades. We know the accolades that she has done and working on.
Yeah.
So when you're able to put that hat off, take that hat off and serve as just B. Simone, as Braylon, not just B. Simone, that speaks volume.
Yeah.
I sold out a show at Center Stage with my Jamaican character, Sharon, about y'all, and she killed it. We had Shen come out, Shen performed all that. But B. Simone was actually on my lights of my show. Like, she did the whole lighting of my show.
Oh,
what, like
shit.
in the stands doing...
Like, she was just like, she was on the board. She was on the lighting board. And when it was red, when my hook, because I did like I don't know if y'all ever watched like any Jamaican plays, but like Oliver, Shabata, like all these different Jamaican up back in the day plays.
Okay.
And
Remember the one we watched?
What, Medea?
Nah.
When did you watch
Oliver.
Medea?
I was Medea a long time ago, sir.
Well, it's a Jamaican play, right? He comes up with, his name is Oliver. And he's really big in Jamaica. So I wanted to bring that feel back to Atlanta, but in a Sharon way. Because Sharon chopped about everybody.
Who's Sharon?
Sharon is my Jamaican character.
Yeah.
Okay,
She's my Jamaican character that I came up with like years ago. So it was time for her to go on stage. So we Center Stage booked the character. We sold out. It was amazing. So I booked Shensia to come out and perform, and she went crazy. But we still needed the lightings done. We needed all that stuff. So B. Simone was on the lighting. So I say that to say, when you step back, from your title of who you are, and to then to help your friend and serve your friend, and she is who she is as well. And she don't want nothing. She was running around. She had a little name tag on. She was like, look what I need to do. I need to figure out what I need to do.
Checking passes and shit.
She stood back and let her friend shine that night. And she's doing it for me today. Like, look, I got my outlets in London, and I told her, she know we know the same people, but we in different avenues with our career. She needs somebody, that's on me. It's nothing. Like, if she wants something to pitch or got something going on, that's me. And I do that for all my friends, all my peoples, anybody that's part of my team. If I have the connection, I'm gonna make it happen. So again, for her to do the same thing she did for me July 19th, it just speaks volume, because again, I was trying to organize my book this week. Like, I wasn't trying to go anywhere, and she was like, "No, come to London. Like, I'm go out there." Never been, I got my friends out here, but in my family, but I just, just never been. She was like, "Just come." So shout out to B. Simone, bodyguard, B. Simone,
That's lovely. Shout out to the sisterhood, man.
Yeah, the sister, 2017.
Yeah, that's locked in for a long time.
We only argued one time, and that was it.
Oh, really? About what? Whose fault was it?
No.
Probably saying,
We're not gonna talk about that, but we're not gonna talk about it. Well, nobody's on YouTube. But other than that, but no, we argued one time, and for that day, I felt her heart, because some friends would have been left me. Some friends were like, "All right, girl, please," But she was like, "Girl, at this point, let's just rock out and continue this bond and friendship." So she's solid. So shout out to B.
How's the new table?
Woody's good. Woody got stomping and showing out. I ain't danced on it yet for 2025. I'm gonna get back on it.
You should.
Yeah, I'm gonna dance on it though.
That shit.
That fool was so funny.
I love my table. I love that table. That actually, like, when I did that, when I was dancing on that thing, my mom gave me the first table. She's like, "Do whatever you want to do on this table." And then I was like, "I'm going to just dance on it." And that table was breaking down. 3 legs. It was crazy. So then before the new year, like, I think in April, May, whenever I got that table is when I got a new table. My friend got a new table, so it's been in my kitchen. So I'm going to go back on it when I get back today. It needs to be stomped on. It needs
to be christened.
Yeah, right.
The first stomp.
The first stomp of 2025, yes?
The first stomp.
The first stomp.
Yeah. So before we get into the book, just more about like your upbringing and how you got to where you are today.
Yeah.
Like, what was school like? What was just navigating as a young lady in the areas that you grew up? What was that like?
How old are you guys?
32.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
All of you guys?
Yeah.
Wow.
What does that mean?
Because when he said young lady, so I was just like
trying to figure out where
what was going. How old were you guys? Yeah. Is my accent good? Or is my
it was decent.
It's actually all right, you know?
Yeah.
It's very
It's
polished. It's posh.
Polished.
My upbringing, like I said, I grew up in Miami, Jamaican parents. I got a whole leap of family members. So I grew up around a lot of boys, a lot of athletes. My dad played ball in college and high school. My mom was a pastor, but she was a third grade teacher as well. And then now she's a full-time pastor.
Amazing.
Full-time. She don't play about God. She loved God. She loved Jesus. She loved Jesus Christ. So it's all embedded in me. I got, siblings. My sister's in the Army. My brother does real estate. My little brother, he's in school. Yeah. He wants to be a doctor, so he's doing that right now. Nice. So I grew up around love. I didn't really hear as much from my dad's side, but I grew up around it, especially my dad. It was just all about, I love you, okay? So let's figure it out. I ain't got to do all that. But the gifts I felt like was his sign of like, here you go, until we got older and was like, it's more than that now, But my mom was the one that was very, 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 very loving. And it's in my book. I talk about it. I think it's day 11. It's I Love You. That's the title. And that's actually one of my favorite days in my book because we don't hear that, as kids. We don't hear the word I love you. Some people don't, some people do. Yeah. But like I said, I grew up in a strict household that will tell you that tomorrow, I
heard more from my dad.
My mom was for sure the loving.
Than as a kid, like
you heard I love you from your dad.
Yeah, I kind of forced it out of him.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I said it to him and he didn't say it back. Then I said it to him again and he said it back. Like, go and say it back, because I'm even allowing you to talk to me.
Yeah.
Shit. Say you love me.
Say you love me.
I say that to my parents,
Well, I love you.
Run it.
Yeah, like we don't run it a lot in my household.
Yeah, run it.
Like, but the love is like more like affectionate. Like when we're in person, like big hugs, all of that stuff. But on the phone, I won't be like, all right, bye, I love you.
Yeah.
No, I say it to my brothers too.
Is it?
Oh, really? That's good.
Nice.
If you say it to your brothers, that's really good.
I don't even say that. Like on the phone, I don't say it to anybody, not even my wife.
Say it to my aunt as well. She try to run from it.
Yeah. You hear when they're trying to run. Okay, bye. There's too much love. That's awkward. Yeah. I say it to my parents. I think since I've moved out, that's when I've appreciated more. Like, oh, actually, what you guys have done for me, all that kind of stuff. I realize I need to express it more. I don't see you a lot. Yeah. So I say it on the phone, and then when they go, and then I don't know if I'm in my house, I'm leaving. I see my brother. I say, yeah, love you guys. Like. So yeah, I say it now, but when in the house, living amongst each other now, you're next door, bro. I'll see you at 5 p.m. Like it's fine. We don't really say that. Or when we was traveling. If you're traveling, you're going on a plane. I love you. See you later. I'll give you a hug.
That's when we say it.
When we think death could happen. That's when. But you know what? Something interesting. Do you guys? And it was a bit morbid as well. It was like there was one time my dad was like, "Oh, like don't travel all on one plane together." I was like, why? And he was like, if the plane comes crashing down, everybody's gone. I was like, that's pretty strange. That's pretty morbid. But I've noticed that a lot of people, like a lot of old school people, they feel that way.
Really?
Yeah, so they feel like don't all travel together just in case like anything happens. Whole family's just in one place. Yeah.
I heard that. But if you miss your flight that was after mine, don't expect me to come back.
What?
I'm gonna do this holiday on my own then. If you miss your flight, that's on you.
Yeah.
Should have been paying attention to the board and your gate. You're not focused.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. The love you part wasn't really, on my dad's side.
Yeah.
Again, I would say I love you. Then I'm like, okay, Dad, you heard me, and he's like, I love you too. So that was it. But my mom, oh my God, she's like, I love y'all. I love you so much. God bless y'all. You already know the covering, this and the third. So that was that part of my life. But then after that, I went to college. I went to school in North Carolina. Okay, right. And then my mom told me this in middle school. She said, God told me to tell you that you're going to be in the arts. And I didn't know what she meant by that.
Your mom told you this, Okay.
Is North Carolina like a country type area? Where
it's a city.
It's a city.
It's North Carolina, Charlotte, Raleigh.
Okay.
Atlanta.
So Gamecocks.
Gamecocks, and my school was literally right down the street, like Duke. You guys heard of Duke?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
So it's like right down the street from Duke. It's a HBCU, so historically black college. So she was like, God said that you're gonna be in the arts, and I was just like, okay, Mom, like whatever like the arts. And I said, okay. So now I understood what she meant because I didn't know. I was like, is she saying I'm gonna paint? Is she saying I'm gonna do this? So she's like, no, you are where you're supposed to be. God told me this in middle school. and you're living in answered prayer. She said it for all her kids. Daniel's gonna be this, da 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 da.
Yeah.
And then, you know, just living in it, it feels so good that his word and the prophecy comes to pass. So when I did that, I went to college, did all that.
What did you study?
Communications.
Okay.
I wanted to do radio.
Yeah.
Right.
And I did that in school. I had my own radio show in school. Then I interned in different radio stations in North Carolina. And then I went to Atlanta and I interned out there and came back to North Carolina. And then I had my internship at a pop station, and I did that for a little while. And then I got hired at a record label at the time, and I was working, doing some admin work for Honor Taylor. And then I got fired from that job. And then
what'd you do?
Nothing. I just was focused. Like I was focused on my own craft. Coming in late, slow with their stuff. But I really I like dudes. Like I love men.
Everyone great needs to be fired.
No, that's a fact. So I thank him for that all the time. So I love dudes. So I want to be around who I was working for like the time. I was like, oh, I want to just be around them. I want to travel with them. I want to whatever. Because I was doing admin, but also traveling with the artists that they had. Right. And I was just like, oh, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. And then God said, okay, this is what you want to do, but I got something greater for you. You're going to get fired. Because in order for us to get to our purpose, something has to happen. Literally, that was that time for me to step out and have big faith. After that, I was still broke. Fairfair Marriott, I was working there, McAllister Deli, this restaurant out in North Carolina, TJ Maxx, all these stores and places. And then my Jamaican bodyguard best friend, Nika, said, girl, fight yourself in the street, go viral. Like, fight yourself, you do something. Everyone's making it on Instagram. Like, just go crazy. So then I fought myself in the street, and here we are. But I was still broke. You know, I'm still broke. I was still trying to figure it out. I see the Missy Elliott reposting, Monica reposting, all these great celebrities. But I was like, dang, I still ain't got no money. Like, you know, I like, what the heck I'm gonna do? You know, and that's when I was consistent with it. You know, and my mom, of course, helping with the bills and what I needed to do. And I was still working, but not where I wanted to be. But I didn't forget about my plan A. You know, some people forget about their plan A and get comfortable there. I was like, no, I told myself I want to be in the entertainment industry. I don't care where at, but that's what I wanted to be. I want to be in this space, you know. And then God brought me from the back to the front, and I was able to showcase like who I am. And then that's when I fought myself in the street. We did that, and then I was consistent with my characters, and I got my first brand ambassadorship opportunity to work for this hair company, and it didn't pay nothing. You know, it was like $500. My rent was like $1,200. And then that's when my homegirl at the time was like, hey, you know, they doing auditions in New York for Wildin' Out. Like, you know, you need to go on Wildin' Out. And I was like, what I got to put on the email? She says, just say DC Young Fly your cousin. Say, say Carlos Miller your uncle. And I was like, all right, let's see. And I did that, and they wrote me back. It was like, yeah, for sure, we'll have you come in and audition for us. And
what's the audition like? Because Wildin' Out, it would be good to understand, like, I guess the inner workings of it, because it's very improv, right?
Yeah.
Like, I could imagine there's things that might be scripted and says, okay, there's these kind of games that we might play, but like everything's very like off the cuff.
Yeah.
So how is an audition for Wildin' Out? Like, what do you do? Do they just kind of bring you into a game and then see how you respond? So they brought me into, so again, I lied on the application. I said DC, whatever, and Carlos, my uncle, you know, boom. Then I had to get there. Mind you now, I'm still broke. So I had to get there. And my cousins at the time was like, here, I'm going to give you, because you going to make it. You know, you going to do it. I was like, all right, cool. So I did that. And I was actually debating, should I do Wildin' Out or should I go to my homegirl's event? And my cousin's like, are you dumb?
Are you dumb?
She's like, you better go do that Wildin' Out thing. That girl gonna be there. You know, like, you good. And I was like, all right, I was in the car, I had my little Honda, and I was just like trying to figure it all out. I was like, should I do this Wildin' Out thing or should I go? Like, I don't have the money. She's like, no, do it. I'm gonna give you the money. Like, go and do it. And then when I went into the room, of course, we had the producers was in there, and they were like, okay, we're gonna put you in this situation. You gotta rap towards this person. You gotta come up with this game. And then you have to show us like basically a little quick stand-up, you know, give us some jokes and figure it all out. You know?
Have you done stand-up before that?
Yeah, I've done stand-up, but at that time, it's a different type of thing with Wildin' Out. Like, I don't know what they're looking for, so I'm over here doing my skits in front of them. Like, let me do my little Sharon, how do you just do something, you know? They loved it, but that wasn't the time. I didn't make it the time I went, so I did not make the audition at that time. You know? And when I sat back and I looked at it, and I was like, for me to get there, God is not a a lying God. He ain't gonna give it to you by lying. DC ain't your cousin. Carlos Miller ain't your uncle. You know? But I said to say, it's like, God is an honest God. When it's your time, you're gonna know it's your time. And then that's why I stood back. I was like, let me get my followers right. Let me build more of my confidence. Let me get bold. Let me really know where I'm at. Let me, grow where I'm planted. Let me figure it all out. 2018, they called back and said, we want you on the show. And I had like over 1 million followers at the time. Just on my own, you know? So, and I was dating somebody at the time, and they were like, bro, you don't need a collab. You almost at 2 million by yourself with all these skits. They gonna call you back. And they did that in 2018. I've been on the show. This like my 9th, 10th season. I'm like, what it is. But B. Simone, Just Hilarious, everybody made it because we all auditioned.
Right.
Everybody made it. Boom, 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 we lit. And then
in 2018?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We lit 2018, 2019, one of those years. Yeah. But they made it. We was all happy, and then when I came, me and B. Simone had anxiety every day. Because we was like, should we go? Are we going to go home? Because they were still sending people home, even when you made it.
Wow.
They're like,
you're not
still,
funny.
Yeah, you funny, but we want to make sure you still come in as a group.
Yeah.
Right.
And make sure this union is built and it makes a show.
Yeah.
Because we're coming off of social media with a phone. Yeah. And then now you coming off of what Nick has worked in the age of 20-something years old. Yeah. You can't F this up. Like, we want to make sure that you are navigating it well on stage. So that's why I was like, do I fit the stage? Or am I what they're looking for? I mean, this is different from being at home propping the camera up in your kitchen. You need to know how to merge the two, and they loved me. Shout out to Nick. Nick didn't want to send me home, so we here. And then DC used to always tell me, like, put your characters on the stage, like, know how to merge those two. It's your world. It's you.
Yeah.
And I started doing that the last season. I wasn't really in my bag with my characters. I started doing that like the season we just wrapped up. I felt more confident.
Right.
And that was like, I've been on the show for 9 seasons. So
was that more to establish yourself, or like, why did you take so long?
To establish myself. I feel like I was ready the last season. Like 2 seasons ago, I felt like I was in my bag as a being confident to be on that stage, because I was still questioning, like,
only 2 seasons ago.
Only 2 seasons ago.
That's crazy.
You gotta fake it now.
Yeah.
You gotta walk out there. You're pretty gonna get you somewhere a little bit. So you gotta be cute with them boots on and do something, But 2 seasons ago is when I felt more confident. My manager texted me. He was like, "You look very confident this season."
Yeah.
So I felt that. I felt I was, because at this point it's like, you've already established your name. They know who you are. Then now establish the gift God gave you.
Yeah.
Like, get hounding that. This is one part of your gift, and just remember, like, this matters. And then when you go home, you got to establish another gift. Yeah. But let this be the gift that is going to take you somewhere. Yeah. And I that was the 2 seasons ago. I felt like I was in my bag. Yeah, as a comedian on IG, on Wild 'N Out. Excuse me.
You write your own jokes?
Do I write my own jokes? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the one that you said, I got them all?
You said, say it again?
What's the joke that you was like, yeah, I got them all? Like, everyone was laughing. You heard the buzzer go, ding, correct,
Let's go back in, we're talking about what I want to see, when I get like that. That was my viral moment.
I don't know how you just go off rapping like that as well.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That was one of my moments on Wild 'N Out. I got hair, clean underwear. That's a song I made up. And then this on TikTok. So the baby came on the show. He was rapping, and then he passed me the mic, and then B hyping me up on the side. DC like, let's go.
Yeah.
And then like we just went stupid. I don't know what I was saying. I was like, well, God, take the wheel.
Yeah.
Because you can't mess up. This is a song game.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. Like this is so important to Wild 'N Out, their song games.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, something got to give. I don't say nothing on Wild 'N Out when it comes to rapping. So it's gonna make sense if I'm gibbering something.
Yeah.
So it went lit, and to this day, like when we're on tour, that's what Nick wants me to do. He's like, do that. So that's one of my moments for sure.
They take Wild 'N Out on tour, like WWE.
Yeah. We might come out this way, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
We haven't been here.
Once.
I feel like you've been once. Somebody did.
I think Nick probably did it. Came out and did something, but I don't think we done came.
No.
We ain't come on y'all stages in London.
We need that, man.
Yeah, y'all need to.
Because remember then Kojo ended up going to
LA.
Yeah. I think that was from like, it might have been auditions even, I don't know.
Maybe auditions. Nick was looking for people out here.
Okay.
He was looking for talent out here, but yeah. Yeah, so they took Wild 'N Out on the road. Yeah. And after that, I just started building my empire. 600. I got products in stores, 600 plus stores in Atlanta. You know, building with brands, building my own brand. Whatever I put down, I'm picking up in this season. I mean, I just been really working and setting myself up, hosting and just really building me an all-purpose entertainer. I don't label myself as this person. I actually need to change it off my bio. I'm an all-purpose entertainer. I feel like I could do it all. Like this book is one of them. So it's just like, what are you gonna do after? You know, it's just like you do the shows, you host, you be with brand partnerships, you collab with different people, you do your own thing, you do your shows, but then now you have a book in your hand.
Talk to us about the book. You know? How did that come about?
Oh yeah, The Pretty Victory. Period. Yeah, The Pretty Victory. It's a 100-day God devotional to recenter yourself and to, you know, find your purpose. And I'm a book girl when it comes down to like affirmations, like something meaningful. Like I know a lot of people read books and like, oh my God, have you read the X-Files? I'm like, that's not me. Like, you know, like I'm gonna read something that's gonna like make my mind.
X-Files is crazy.
X-Files is mad.
Like I'm a mind girl. You know, I like things that's gonna speak to my mind and that I'm going to, you know, fall in love with and really take heed of. You know, and I send devotionals out every morning to everybody in my phone. Like it don't make sense. They be like, thank you so much, V. You know, I just was feeling bad. I was just feeling sad. I was depressed. You know, thank you for this message. You know, and that's what helped me when I was depressed. Like reading Joyce Meyer's book, reading these, you know, pastors that have their own book that help them, these devotional. I'm like, this is what's helping me get centered. Then, you know, down the line, I got my own, you know, because I know my words will help. All I'm doing is reading somebody else's story, you know, in these devotionals. All we doing is reading somebody else's, you know, victory. You know, how are you this person now? You're in your victorious season. So for me, I just wanted to come up with something that's going to help the people. I just want to change lives. And even if you're not depressed or you don't have anxiety, it doesn't matter. It's an all-purpose book. You know, it's for everyone. It's a unisex. It's for the men too. I got a message for Black men in here. I got a message for my kings. You know, pick your head up, king. You know, it's so much in this book. It's not just for the women. You know, I want to make sure y'all get fed too. So I came up with this devotion just to change lives and to really center someone who is falling off like me, you know, who think they're falling off. Because I thought I was until I had to really pick something up like a devotional, pick my Bible up, you know, hear my mother's prayers and really and truly go for what I wanted. That's what made me victorious. And it's all in this book. And I'm just not the only one in this book. I got a lot of people in this book. I got Shaq in this book. He gave me, I always ask my friends what makes them victorious. Victorious Mondays, that's on my page. And I'm like, what makes you victorious?
Shaq like O'Neal.
Yeah, O'Neal. Mm-hmm. So,
it's saying Shaq. I got Shaq.
Yeah.
No, it's
like,
Shaq. Come on.
Nah.
Who else is Shaq?
But I don't know.
She's not talking about Shaquille from down the road.
I don't know what Shaq it could be.
Yeah.
What other Shaq is there?
Yeah.
She said a friend Shaq. So I'm like, what Shaq? Until you said that. If you didn't say that, I would have been like, it's just a brethren Shaq. Like, it's just random Shaq.
Shakira.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna get emotional, but
go on, do it.
I'm not gonna get emotional, but yeah, because it comes out February 11th, and like I said, I don't just have me in here. I have my victorious friends, and that's what I call them in my book.
Yeah.
And I had the B. Simone's in here. I have the Shaquille O'Neals. I have the D. Wades. I have the Issa Raes, Cat Williams, the Lil Duvals, Charlamagne the God, like, you know, Ben Adon, you know, Desi Banks. Like, I just have so many great people in here that share their stories, and the readers would just get inspired, you know, by their words, because it's not just me. Like, what makes you get up? You know, what makes you feel full? What makes you victorious? And this is what they put in my book, and I cannot wait for, you know, everyone to just like go out and get it. And it's international, so I don't have no excuse. Amazon, Barnes and Noble.
We ain't got Barnes, we got Waterstone.
Okay, well, Waterstone is in our
We got Amazon. You're gonna be at Amazon?
Yeah.
Amazon. It's on Amazon.
Okay,
so,
wicked.
So I'm gonna have B send it to you guys. So you guys can go get it. But it's a really good devotion. Like I read it and I'm like in awe, like, you know, of that I was able to do this. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and this guy at the time, he called me. He's like, "Oh, you're just so pretty, Victory. You should just use that word." Yeah. And that was in 2018, and I was like, "Boy, I'm snatching that name up."
Damn.
And then he called me the other day and was like, "You see, I told you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Be a
I'm
lawsuit
excited.
soon, boy.
Yeah.
You're
And
waiting
he's
for
like-
themselves to,
Right.
you know? When
No,
themselves
he's
come
good.
out, we'll
He
be
ain't
back.
gonna bother me. It's stamped. Ink dry, so we good.
Yeah.
And February what?
February the 11th.
11th.
Pretty
available
victory.
everywhere. So
It's a nice Valentine's Day gift.
Yes.
For his
that
and
day's
hers.
coming.
Right. You gotta
What's that?
prepare so when you get dumped, you can just pick this up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
straight away. Yeah.
When
When
you
you
get
find out you're on the
dumped.
side. You know when you find
When
out
you
you're on
get
the
dumped.
side when you're like, oh, raw.
do you know what's mad?
Yeah.
How many
He's
dumplings
out.
there are? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
I'll take you out on the 15th. You're
Yeah.
like, huh?
right. The 15th.
Not the 14th.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I
on
don't
the
have a
14th?
Valentine's. I need to get one. So.
Yeah? You don't need one, man. You got your book.
Yeah. Yeah. I got my book. This is my Valentine's.
7-11.
Yeah.
This episode will obviously be out before that, but
Yeah.
we'll remind you guys because when we get ours, we'll put one up on the shelf as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Once we finish,
Yes. Yeah.
we'll make it to the shelf. It's gonna be a bookshelf soon.
Yeah. I would love that. I think that'd be dope. And like I said, like
Books there.
it's not just for the women. It's for my kings. You know, my black
Yeah.
men. Like because no one ever checks in on y'all. You know, and if they do, it could be a close family or whatever the case may be. Y'all may have friends, but no one really asks y'all like how y'all day going. How's the mind? How's the mental? How y'all feel? I love men. Like I prefer my friends, 2-3 girls, and the rest men, cause they get it, you know, and y'all give the best advice. I mean, y'all be all over the place, but still, it's more of like you feel safe. You feel like they have your back. You get it. You understand it. You know, there's no cattiness with females. So I just really wanted to just show love on both ends. I love my women, but I love my men too. And these are just my own true stories. These are stuff I've been in. These are things that I went through. I got a title in here called Hollywood. You know how Hollywood didn't change me. You know, I ain't sell my soul.
Changed you, did you say?
It didn't change me.
Oh, it didn't. Okay, yeah.
You know that it didn't change me. That I didn't sell my soul. And Hollywood can, you know, have you switch your whole gift up just to please them. And I'm not one of those ones. So it's really dope.
Was there
There's a lot
any
of great things in
point?
here.
Was there any point like that you can remember where it was like it was almost like a fork in the road of, oh, I can go down this route, which they're telling me to go down, or actually I'm gonna stay on this.
Oh yeah, I've had meetings about that, and I said I would never be who you guys want me to be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be me. This is me. And from that meeting, everyone's muted because I'm showing them that I can be this person.
Yeah.
I don't have to do. You're telling me to be somebody. You're telling me do this or clean this up. That's fine. We could clean up. We could, you know, structure some things, move some things around, elevate. We don't have to do the same things, but I'm not gonna change who I am.
I want to hone in on that.
You
So
know?
you wasn't afraid to say no in these meetings,
No.
and then you also because you got fired once or twice.
Multiple times.
Multiple.
Was you ever afraid to?
We call it multiple blessings.
Yeah, honestly.
Multiple
For sure.
victories added to the victories. Was you ever afraid to quit?
When I'm right now or back then?
Like back then at these jobs, like, was you afraid to quit?
Like
I
you
didn't-
knew you should
Are
leave.
black people afraid of quitting?
I
That
think
shit.
so.
I think humans.
I think humans.
Yeah,
Humans
let me-
in general.
I think on my end, I'm gonna tell you what I was afraid of and why I was afraid of it. It was my faith wasn't activated, so I needed to stay. When
Yeah.
your faith big, you could leave.
Yeah.
I was dependent on my mother's faith.
Yeah,
I didn't like. I knew what faith was. I knew like, okay, everything I seen, the God is there. But I knew like, oh, my mama good. Like she gonna.
Yeah, my mom's praying for me.
Yeah, she's
It's fine.
sweating in the closet.
Yeah.
She's speaking in tongues.
She got the
She
bell.
doing what she need to do, you know. She putting the oil on me at night. I'm going to heaven.
I woke
like,
up with oil on me.
my mom is good.
She prayed already.
She's praying, like.
It's
but
true.
then when the enemy attacked me several times in 2017, my mind, I had to call on God. I had to say, oh, faith. That's what it looks like. Like faith. Like I don't know it yet, but you hear me. So back then when I was in school, like and getting these jobs, yes, I was like, I can't lose this job. And when they did fire me, I'm like, oh yeah, this is not my last resort. It's something big happening. It's a breakthrough, and I'm sitting in it. So yeah. But I was definitely scared to quit because I didn't know what was next. You know, my mom's seen it. I just didn't see it. Yeah.
I think what you said earlier as well is like really important in terms of like you could pick up this book. Don't wait till you're depressed. Like sometimes top it up before you get to that.
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
That's what. Like I said, there's no topics in here that's gonna be like, oh my God, I'm crying because of it. No, it's actually topics that's gonna make you think, It's gonna make you relate, and it's also gonna make you feel like, oh my God, like she's speaking to me. Like I get it, I'm centered. And it's some couple in there that's gonna be like, oh my God, like I needed this. Like this is what I'm going through right now. You know,
do audio book and let Shaq
I
narrate
did.
it.
I did. So that's what we wanted to do. But I'm gonna do something special for my Victorious friends. But I spoke on all of it. Like I didn't do the Victorious friends or what they said. They would just have to buy the book to listen to it. But I did what I needed to do. But it's the audio version for sure.
Nice.
Who was the quickest to like get the verses in? There's the Drake vocals in yet?
Shaq took the longest. Like, boy, give my quote. Come on, I'm gonna do it. And he did it. B Simone did it. Quay did it quick.
What Quavo?
No.
Hey, you don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
She was saying Shaq next to is Big Shaq, Shaquille O'Neal, Quavo.
No. Blame it on Quay. He's another.
I know you're talking about. Yeah. But I have to be sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Set did it. Offset.
Another all-purpose entertainer. He does it all as well. I'm just gonna call my friends that because that's what they are. They do it all. But he did it quick. Like Desi, because the thing about it is, this is not foreign to nobody. They're not asking what is this for, because they know it's gonna be in good hands. Yeah. You know, so it was really like, for devotional, you doing that? I'll do it. Yeah. So no one was like hesitant. Shaq got a busy schedule clearly, so he's like, I ain't writing a paragraph right now, B. When I'm asleep or waking up, I do it, which was understandable, and he did it with no question. He was like, I said, send me a quote. We about to put this book in. And then he did it. And then I've been working on this book for 2 years. Like I've been working on this whole thing for 2 years, and it literally like came to pass. Like the idea came, my homegirl called me. It's like, you need to write a book about yourself. I said, nah, I'm gonna write a devotional. The book's still writing. I can't give you everything, you know. But I could bless somebody with a devotional book because I have a story, you know, and I have topics that's gonna relate. And the book is current. You're gonna see words like, oh yeah, she had a clock that, all that is in here. You know, it's just fun, it's informative, it's very inspirational. It's healing, it's laughter, and it's fun. And now I'm on tour. February 10th is the first date in Atlanta. So
come on.
Nice. So it's not foreign. I send these out in the morning, and it blesses somebody, and I wanted them to be blessed by my words.
That's sick.
Yeah. So B Simone is moderating the first date in Atlanta, so you already know it's gonna be dope. And then after that, we got Nick Cannon doing the next date, and then
wicked.
We got the Pivot.
Pivot.
The Pivots, they're doing Miami date, and then we got Charlamagne doing the New York date. So it's gonna be dope. I'm gonna try to come out here, and do something.
We can host it.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. We can come out here and rent a little arena out and do something.
That's cool.
Bring the wives.
Chat to Live Nation.
Be nice.
Guys, we've actually got connections now. That's the sort of stuff that we can actually help with nowadays. So, like actually setting up like events and whatnot. Our life has changed, man. No more clubs.
It's true. No clubbing.
Arenas and that. I want to know, what was Christmas like for you growing up? How was Christmases?
Or Thanksgiving?
I'm gonna ask this
because I know it depends. Not like I feel like Americans, you take Christmas, but like Thanksgiving's your thing, right?
No. You know, first of all, when you're Caribbean, it's like you're gonna eat fish and go sleep after everything. But like I was raised, of course, in a Caribbean household. But like when my mom moved to the South, it was like, what y'all want to do? Y'all want to eat? Like what y'all want to do? Like fish? What y'all want? Lamb chops? Like what? So I grew up around that space too. I had the Yankee version, the Yankee. Then you have the Caribbean vibe. So which one we gonna merge it together? And that's what we did. But I want to ask you guys before we tap into it, like, what makes you guys victorious?
What makes me victorious?
I ain't there yet.
Yes, you are.
Nah, no, I'll know when I'm there, cause I'm not at full peace. I'm not. I know. I've got better from last year. But there was a lot I was holding on to. That's why I'm too when I say like I allowed my dad to come back into my
space.
Space. That's how I want to say it. Thank you. Because I was gonna say life, but that's crazy. So back into my space, or at peace with shit that happened in the past. Like I think too much, but I say a lot, but I don't say a lot at the same time. So I know like there's still some things I need to beat before I feel like
you're whole.
And it's not even whole. It's just I think I should be over some shit, but I'm not fully past it yet.
Yeah.
You know, so then I'll feel more victorious. Like now, I'm just ticking small boxes.
That's important, though.
Yeah, those is wins, but it's not. I could do a lot more.
Yeah.
Like I want to do a lot more. Like I want to have a bigger calling. Like, I feel like right now I'm just doing small shit. That's why like but I just feel the need to do Bible studies on our live streams.
Yeah.
You know, like I'll be thinking on the way. Do you know what? Let's do Bible, man.
Yeah.
I love
that. I want to do it more.
I think that's definitely something that this year.
I'll go back to that.
Yeah, this year I was even going to touch on that, the Bible study thing. Like it just seems like this year, even the end of last year, God really started calling. Like he started shouting. He started shouting at me.
Yeah.
So it's like when we start getting people like you on, and it's like this just came out of the blue. He comes in, let's say, let's do Bible studies, and then it's like everything just keeps looping back to faith. Remember me? Remember me? All of that stuff. But I just wanted to touch on that. Like it just feels like this year in particular, my focus is way more on God than it's ever been. And it's even like, if I forget it for a second, you come here and I'm like, oh yeah, we're back on. Oh yeah, God. Oh, I could feel the energy. Like you were saying, you could feel like there's energies. You
can feel the Jesus on her.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
But it's nice. But in terms of feeling victorious, again, I feel like it's a tough question to ask when you've not like sat down and looked at your life and been like, oh yeah, this is what I did. Like I haven't mapped out my achievements. But when I actually do have a think about like being able to provide for my family off what we do here, I'm always like, this is amazing. This is amazing. The other day when I think I was telling you, like we had to come in for, I think it was like 9 a.m. or 9:30.
Like
so I had to wake up at like 7:30 a.m. I ain't done that in a long time. And I thought, wow, this is a blessing. Like I didn't even deep it. Like it was like, obviously when you had a 9 to 5, I used to do that all the time. And I haven't had to do that because we can set our own schedule. And then when I got here, I was like, rah, I'm blessed. Like I can't even complain.
You're in your purpose.
I can't even complain. I had to get here at 9:30.
Nigga said late starts is what makes him victorious.
I'm telling you, it is though, because there's not everybody that can do this. Like it's a blessing.
I'm up at 7:30, by the way. This is his story.
This is my story. That's what I'm saying.
What makes you victorious?
What makes me victorious? I think it might be my outlook. I think it might just be my outlook on things, because that's like, no matter what, like if you're living life, there's always a lens on it, isn't it? So it's like if your lens is fucked up, then what you're seeing is gonna be messed up, or when things are happening, it's always gonna depend on like your outlook as to how you get out of those situations. So things might not necessarily be perfect, but I always have an outlook that this is happening for a reason. Let me just keep on. Like I feel like my brother always said, just be like this. Don't be like this and going up and down. Just always be like that. So I always have like an outlook that, okay, cool. For whatever reason this is going on, or for whatever reason this is happening, it's fine. Keep moving, keep pushing forward. I try not to get stressed easily. And that allows me to kind of see things clearly. Because once I'm stressed, I can't see, like, if I'm looking for something, fucking hell. Like, you can't even get through to me. I can't even see what's in front of me. Do you know what I mean? But I think it will probably be my outlook. That will probably be it. My kids as well, my children, my family. I would say that makes me definitely feel like victorious. The fact that they're safe, they're happy, they're healthy, and I'm part of their lives. Like, again, what we do, giving us the space and the freedom to arrange this. Like, because I remember when I used to work in an office, and there were some people that would be like, man, like, I'm so happy we can work from home now, because like there was times where I'll just leave the house before my kids have woken up. I come back and they're sleeping. So you're present on paper, but in real life, you're not actually present. Yeah, you can say, oh yeah, I've lived with my kids, but you wasn't actually there because of work or whatever commitments you have. So I think being able to spend time around family, and like hone in on that, when I was like growing up, I don't feel like I spent time with family. I was just with family because we lived together.
Yeah, facts.
Do you know what I mean?
Facts.
But now it's like, oh, like let's do something together. Like, or even if it's just, shout out to the Cabs. I can't remember his name now, but he kind of said, oh, what date night looks like with your wife. And you know, like you think of date night and it's you going out and whatever. Yeah. And he was just like in the kitchen, just busting joke with his missus.
Yeah.
And I was like, those are the kind of things that I love, but those are things that make me feel really happy. Yeah. Just being at home. I'm way more of a homebody now.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
I'm tired. I like those things, but why I don't feel victorious as well, son, is because I'm not just about me. I don't like where the world is. Because of where I feel like the world is, that's why I don't feel victorious. I don't feel like this is the best version of what this could all be for everyone.
So what I would like to say to you is, what's your name again? I'm so
Fred.
Fred. Release, let go, and forgive. Those are 3 words that you take away from this interview. Release, let go, and forgive. And when you do those 3 things, God's gonna come in and give you peace, sweet sleep, that your mind will be calmed, that you don't have to overthink, that whatever was done is done, that God wants you to release, let go, and forgive so you could purge and to be called into your purpose, because it's a big calling over your life. But if you don't release, let go, and forgive, you're going to be driving home still thinking about what happened at 6, 7 years old, what happened at 10 years old, 12 years old. You have to release, let go, and forgive. Those 3 things that came to my spirit. You have to let those things go so God can now move into your life. So you be a better husband, be a better father when it comes, businessman, entrepreneur, podcaster. All the things are going to come your way if you release, let go, and forgive, and let God just come in ultimately. And so the scriptures that you read could be applied to your life ultimately. So you don't have to second guess anything or second guess what your walk is. Do those 3 things and sit with yourself and say, you know what? It's time, God. Because what the world is doing, that's all God doing. All you got to do is just orchestrate what you can outside of that and go be free in your gifts. Be free. Release, let go, and forgive.
Wow.
So yeah, that's my
thing.
Word.
Church.
That's my thing, I would say.
What's the, because like, there's times where like, when you're looking from the outside, when you look from the outside, like looking into, let's say, somebody's life, and you're like, oh, why don't you just let that go? Obviously, it's easier from the outside. But you see, when you're in it, like, why do you think it's so difficult to let something go? Like, this is just for the room. Everyone, because everybody has something which they're like, I ain't letting that go.
Oh, yeah. I think, because I was, even on the way this morning, I was thinking about what I was thinking about, And you see, memories, though, over time, your mind will change the memory, so you don't even remember it how it exactly happened.
Yeah.
So every time you even think about it again, your mind has changed it. Who the hell knows what it was actually like?
What actually happened,
letting go or forgiving what you thought you saw versus what you actually seeing in your head and experience now is like, sometimes you just make yourself angry all over again, and your mind increases the severity of what happened. And then even with, as times change, let's say like just beating kids. Before that was fine, but now you see it with a different view of, no, that's not fine. I should have called this services and done this and done that. And it's like, hold on, how am I actually supposed to feel about this shit today? You know?
I don't know.
I grew up around abuse. I grew up around a lot of abuse. My mom, my dad broke her ribs when she was pregnant with my sister.
Oh, wow.
You know, I grew up around that. That's the story that's already been told. My mama said that story all the time because there's women that she has to, you know, preach to.
Yeah.
So it's no secret. And my father beat me, you know, and I used to be like, well, I got to be the one to always get hit.
Yeah.
That's when that aggression built up. That's when it was just like, I'm cussing everybody out. I'm ready to fight. My tone. Ask me, Simone. I was so aggressive with my voice. Like, pretty, but Vina, oh, Lord, like, she's gonna, you know, it's the aggression. But now when you think about that, that's a bloodline you got to bind up. That's a curse that's trying to come in. That's a thing that you got to stop. So it don't be a home and housing you, because you got to remain humble. You got to make sure that you're good for you and not only for your bloodline, your kids. So I don't want my kids to see me aggressive. I don't want my kids saying I could fight dudes and I'm fighting and I'm annoyed and I'm... So you have to bind that up and really sit with yourself to say, what is it that I am what's the pattern here?
Yeah.
You know, whatever my father did, I can't do. You know, what my mother did, I can't do. What is that? Because in a Caribbean household, they're not saying, Vina, come. They're like, Vina, come down. There's no conversation. It's just like, here we go. Like, there's nothing I did, but that's how y'all talking to me. But then it's going to.
You feel like you're in trouble.
Yeah, right. It's going to portray in the real world. Like, now you're going to bring it out to people who don't deserve that. So for me, when I seen that growing up as a kid, I'm like, oh, well, you know, the aggression that's what we grew up in. We Jamaican, we this, but it's like it's not okay.
Yeah.
Everyone doesn't deserve that. Whatever you got going on internally, you need to give God that. Yeah. So you don't have to give that to somebody else who doesn't deserve that. We don't know your past. All we know that there's a chance to be great and there's a chance to forgive. And like I said, let go and release. Whatever is going on, you have to be like, I don't want that. I don't want what Donald had. I don't want what Yuri had. Whatever trauma that is, that's broken. Yeah. I don't know nothing about that. I just know me. I'm grown enough to release it. I'm grown enough to say, you know what, God, that's not of me. Just remove it. You know, and He'll do it. You know, He'll bring you a pretty victory book to read. He'll bring you friends to speak life into. He'll bring you a podcast that you have time, 50 minutes and 30 minutes to speak life into, and you leave out of here stronger than ever. You know, bold and confidence and lying. I'm ready for the next thing because now you're able to release it. Deliverance don't got to be spitting out. Deliverance could be right here. What I just said to him. Release, let go, and forgive. By the time he go home, he like, you know what? I don't got to talk to my dad, but just know I gave it to you, God. And next time I do see him, it's love, you know, because I can't harbor that. I need to build a seed. My seed got to come out of me to get into another person. And if I have that, my seed going to feel that. And we don't want that. You know, we want to make sure that we get it together so when things come in the world with like kids, they don't have the mind that we have. I always say that. I don't want my kid to have that mind. I need to God what's going on upstairs.
You really pass it on. You don't even notice that you're passing it on, but you really pass it on.
You're passing it on.
Everything. Like even down to like, there might not be any like scientific evidence, but I remember a friend of mine, he was like how he had like a scar on his head, and then when his son was born, had similar scar there as well. So he was like, there's bare things that you pass on that you might think is just the, you know, DNA, but it's like there's the habits, there's the features, there's so much things that you don't realize you're passing on. You have to be very careful. The tone
of your voice.
Yeah,
I was bad at that. I was so bad. I was just like still a nice person and good heart, but my tone, I was like, oh Lord, like I gotta. Like even with my mom, she's like, you just sound like your father. You need to calm down. You need to, and I didn't want that. I called my sister.
How did you feel them times though? Did you feel like misunderstood, or was it like you understood what she was saying about your tone?
Misunderstood. You know, I just felt like, hear me. You know what I'm trying to tell you. Like you know, hear me. You know, I'm like also. And then again, like everyone in here is chosen. Everybody in here has a calling, right? Everybody here. But the thing about it is when God. I'm the last child on my mom, the last child. So the responsibilities are different. You know, like I'm on her, like this is my older brother, it's my sister who's the middle child, and it's me. So I'm over here like, you remember the beatings I got? Now I'm over here trying to be on stage. I'm a star now, Mom. Look, Dad. You know, so
that's deep.
So it's like, listen to me now, like hear me. So that's how it was with my parents. And I'm like, just listen. And I think the tone was just a lot until I know, like, you don't have to do that to get off a message. Just speak, you know? So, like, my mom understood and she gets it. And then again, all that praying and all my praying is just like, all right, just calm down. It's not that deep. Whatever you're trying to give off or speak about, you're able to speak without a tone. But that's all I seen growing up. So I thought that was okay.
That's how you communicate.
To speak like that. You know, you hear me, like you talking like that, you know, Daddy talking like but now my mom has calmed down over the years. She has, again, her being in a pastoralship position, she's able to hear me, she's able to understand all of us and know that, again, I'm the last baby, but by her prayers and God is why I'm here. You know, and by my prayers and just the call, and God told her what I was going to be. I didn't know anything about what I was going to be in life until God touched her spirit and the Holy Spirit came and said, tell her she's going to be this, you know. So I give my mom anything she wants, you know. I work hard and I make sure she's good. My dad's good, my family's good. But we had to let go, we had to release, let go, and forgive. And that's what I had to do, because a lot of things I was holding to. And I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get in here. I can't. If I gotta get into the door, and if I'm not in the door, that's why I'm holding me back from those things. So now we're here. Now we good. Mother, dad is straight. Everybody. If I do have a tone, they know I'm mad.
Yeah.
They know I'm mad, but I ain't gonna talk to them like they, like they peasants. Like, no, that's your parents.
Yeah.
We trying to honor them. I want to live a long life. I want to look. My mama, she almost 60, and she look good. So I'm like, look, whatever you smoking and whatever you praying about over there, I need. So yeah.
My parents are hilarious.
Yeah,
now,
my
man.
mom. Oh Lord.
The way my mom can't work a TV is baffling, babe.
Oh my God. My mother called. I live 30 minutes from my mom. 35 minutes, and she can't work the TV, so I have to drive from my house.
Yeah.
To come turn on Fox News. Like, she do it all the time. She's like, hey, don't I do this? Just come over here.
Man.
Right. I was like, Mom, we gotta get you to the TV that you can just talk in it. In the thing.
Like, it's crazy. Simple Netflix. You want to watch Nollywood? I'm like, come on, man. Like, at home, you don't have to do this, but when you get to my house, now the remote is
It's foreign.
it's on. Like, it's not hard. It's crazy. But let's get into a little something. So we've got 2 games for you.
Okay.
I hand you this this whiteboard and a scribe. We're gonna do some blind ranking. You need a pen as well. Yeah, we're gonna do some blind ranking. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
And because I was bumping some reggae before we started,
yeah.
we're gonna blind rank some Bob Marley songs, and there's gonna be one wild card.
Okay.
So,
Try to give me a song title or something like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a song title. So
how many?
6.
Okay.
So we're at 1 to 6. Once you've put the song somewhere, you can't move it in your list. So there's gonna be 5 Bob Marley songs and 1 wild card.
Okay.
So whoever's got the best number 1 wins.
Okay.
Okay. First song is Exodus. So you're gonna play.
How's that one go?
goes.
I know how it goes, but you should know how it goes.
So what we're doing is we're writing the lyrics down? Or something?
No, you just write the song title.
But you have to put it 1 to 6 on where you think it is in terms of his best song.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So blind ranking. And then I'll read out 4 more Bob Marley songs and 1 wild card.
Okay.
One Love. Is This Love?
Oh, that's a cold one.
So I can't erase, yeah?
No, it's in the position. It's in the position.
No Woman, No Cry.
Ooh, Jesus, God.
I didn't realize he had this many bangers.
Oh, it's got more.
Oh, Lord.
Then the final Bob song, and then there's going to be a wild card afterwards. So the final Bob song is Buffalo Soldier.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Dreadlock Rasta. Yeah. And the wild card, you ready?
Yeah.
Is Future Codeine Crazy.
Yo!
All that bubbly.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are we feeling about our lists?
I feel pretty good.
I don't feel pretty good at all. Because I think I got another Bob Marley song.
Wild card.
Oh, man.
Card is wild. Dennis, what did you have at number 6?
Oh, my God.
I had Codeine Crazy.
Yeah?
Me too.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my God.
What do you have at 6?
Is this love? Is this love? Is this...
Oh, no.
So I was like,
That's
I was
crazy.
like, that's his song, but like, it's another fire one after that. So I was like, okay.
It's low.
Yeah.
You guys know what I'm gonna have for number 1 is crazy.
We'll get there.
Did you have at 5?
5, Buffalo.
Yeah,
Me
same.
too.
Yeah.
Me too, yeah.
4s?
Exodus.
Exodus.
I can't remember how Exodus goes.
Yeah, that's why I just put
Exodus,
this.
Mama, look where you're gone and
Oh, I would have put that a bit
Soldier
lower.
People. That's actually
Yeah, I would have put that a bit lower. I would have put Buffalo Soldier above
I don't
that.
think it's that.
Nah, that's a different
No,
one,
that's a
maybe.
different one.
He just says Exodus, innit?
Yeah.
3?
I got One Love.
Oh, my 3 is no woman, no cry.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2?
Oh my God.
Unfortunately, I got Is This Love, but I think that is the number 1. But it's my number 2.
I got No Woman, No Cry.
I got
number
One
2.
Love.
Okay. That's
One.
a decent.
Number one.
Codeine crazy. God damn. Future Hendrix.
Hey, that's a banger though.
Whatever,
It is a
whatever.
banger. You can make an argument for it.
Whatever.
But not in
God,
this
it's
room.
definitely not one over Bob Marley.
Damn.
With the Future joint, I almost went March Madness, and I was like, I'm gonna get someone with this codeine
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
March Madness would have been 4.
I got One Love as my number one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I got Is This Love.
that's why I said, can we switch it? Like, I was trying to.
Nope.
Is This Love is
Thank
serious?
you for participating.
Now we gonna let everybody
you.
know that you love Future more than
Right, Bob Marley.
Yeah.
There no more. All right, and then to wrap up, we have a little trivia. So we have a leaderboard
Okay.
that restarts at the top of the year. So you need, well, you could get anything, you'll end up on the board. So our first contestant got -5, and the second contestant got 13. So you got 10 questions to answer, quick fire as much as possible, and you got 4 lifelines. I'm gonna read that out to you, and then we'll get into the questions. So you got one Ask a 90s, baby. So if you're stuck on my question, you can ask these guys for help one time.
Okay.
You could change the question once. So if you're stuck on the question, you can ask for a new question only one time. Multiple choice. If you're stuck, we'll read you 4 answers. Hopefully you pick the right one time. Skip once. If you skip, you don't lose a point. For every question you get wrong, you lose a point. And the final question is worth 10 points.
Okay.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In Roman numerals, which letter is used to represent 100?
Oh, that's easy.
Okay. We're going to skip it.
Immediately skip.
You don't want to guess?
Lifeline.
You don't have to. You can skip.
Skip it.
Skip.
Skip is a lifeline though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Skip.
Yeah? Okay. It's C.
Yeah.
Good skip. Good skip.
Good skip.
Okay. Name 2 X-Men that wore helmets.
2 X-Men, like the movie?
Yeah. Easy. You don't watch X-Men?
I don't watch X-Men.
Damn.
You got lifelines, you could ask a 90s, baby.
Lifeline.
Okay. Magneto.
Mm-hmm.
Juggernaut.
Yes. So you got 1 point on the board now. Question 3. If he dies is a line from which movie franchise?
Bad Boys.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
No,
no.
Bad
just skipped
Boys.
it. But Bad Boys.
At least you guessed.
Yeah.
This is Rocky.
You tried.
What was it?
Rocky.
Rocky, yeah.
If he dies, he
Dies,
dies.
it dies.
Ivan
Talk about
Drago.
Apollo
I don't know,
Creed,
I
did it?
Ivan Drago.
She said Bad Boy.
It's about Will
That's
Smith and
funny.
Martin Lawrence.
It's like Martin would say that.
All right. Trump has been the president twice now. What number president is he, or has he been? Like what?
Right now or before?
Right now.
Both of them, the 2 places that he's taken up basically as like what number president has he been?
Right now, he's a 47.
And what's the other one?
And before he was the 45th?
Yeah.
Well done.
If you didn't get that, it wouldn't have made sense.
It would have been crazy. No something.
Yeah.
What procedure was Jeffrey Dahmer performing on the roadkill before he started doing it on humans?
Say it again.
What procedure was Jeffrey Dahmer performing on roadkill before he started doing it on humans?
I think he was like slicing them with the knife and stuff, like laying them out.
Yeah, so what's that procedure called?
Nigga kill. Like, I don't know. Nigga was shaving and they had on. Nigga was killing. He was scraping it.
He was
What is it?
killing animals.
What is it? What is it? What is the machete and all that? Filet. Salmon.
Filet salmon. Is,
Filet.
Ah,
That's the
actually
point.
don't
nah, it's incorrect. It's lobotomy.
Oh, we was draining
What
the
was it?
blood.
What was it?
Is that not because lobotomy? Isn't that what it is? Do you know what? I've said it now, so I have to stand on it. Lobotomy, isn't that when you drain the blood?
No, it's when you cut open someone's like head and
Is it?
So he was doing
Yeah.
surgery.
yeah, that's what he was doing on the roadkill. He was doing lobotomies. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, you said he was standing on it.
Nice. It's
quiz.
go on. Question 6 from you.
Okay. Name 3 car brands that are under General Motors.
They're under General Motors.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Honda.
Nope. Honda's like Japanese.
Oh, General. Okay, a Buick, Nissan, and a Jaguar. I don't know.
Nissan is also, but yeah. Anyway, you got it right. It's fine. It's cool.
What are they?
There's Cadillac, Buick, Chevrolet.
I said Buick.
You
Yeah,
did
you
say
said
Buick.
Buick. Yeah.
Oh.
That's all right.
All right, cool. My first question is, how many subscribers does B Simone currently have on her YouTube channel?
How many subscribers?
Talking all that best
What
friendship.
page though?
Been talking that
Simone.
best friendship
At
the
B
whole
Simone.
podcast. How many subscribers she have?
My friend's lit, so she has like over. she has like over like 1 million. Just say that.
Okay, what's the number?
1.1. I don't know. 1.2. 1.3.
Which one?
Just
you
1
going
million. Just 1 million.
for? Just a mil?
Just a million. Just a million.
She's right there, and she's trying to help you, and I was
I'm
gonna
just
let you
saying.
help.
No, I'm saying 1.1. I said like 1.1.
No, it's 1.2.
I said 1.2. I said
Yeah.
1.1.
Oh, she didn't know.
It must have went up.
Oh, okay.
They still subscribing.
Yeah, but
You
I
had
said
1.1 yesterday.
But I said 1.2. I said 1.1, 1.2.
I'm
Give
not
me
giving
At
you
that
that.
point,
Why?
1.1, 1.2.
Do you know what? You spoken some nice words today. I'll give you the point. God put it in my heart to give you the point. All right, cool. Question 2. Which parish has no rivers in its interior in Jamaica?
Oh, you said river?
Yeah, no rivers in the interior in Jamaica. Which parish? Got multiple choice if you need help.
Yeah, mobile.
Okay. Is it St. Elizabeth? Is it Kingston? Is it Portland? Or is it Clarendon? Is that how you say that? Clarendon.
No, it's Clarendon.
Clarendon.
Yeah. It's not Kingston. Portland.
Incorrect. It is Kingston.
I was thinking.
Kingston.
I'm sure it's Kingston.
I don't know why I
Sure
just
Kingston ain't got no rivers.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, and question 3 is, which planet in the Milky Way is the hottest?
Venus.
Correct. There you go. Sometimes you just gotta guess.
I thought it would be. You know it would be.
You didn't mean it.
Honestly, she just shut it.
No eyes open. Say it, oh boy. All right, you're currently on -1. The final question is worth 10 points.
You're not doing horribly.
Yeah, you're gonna be on the board.
Yeah,
at
you're on
least,
the board at least. We'll give you our categories and hopefully you pick the right category to answer a question from. So mine is in movies.
Mine is in Atlanta history.
Oh, that's a good one. Mine is also in movies.
So I have to pick Atlanta history.
Okay. Go on. What do you want to say to her?
Nothing.
All right. Atlanta is the birthplace of which famous drink since 1886?
Coca-Cola.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Hey, if she does this, goddamn 47. Oh, shit.
Man.
You hear it, boy?
So how much points that is?
9.
She said, count it up.
9 now.
Count it
Wow.
up.
Yeah.
I thought you'd be gone next week.
Word.
You made it.
Not
Nice, well
done.
You brought it back in
Coca-Cola
the end.
for sure. That's their headquarters.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to do you dirty because he's crazy with his questions
That's
today.
what I
I was going to ask you to name 5 Viola Davis movies.
That's tough.
It is.
One is
I've got 1, 2.
Shoot, have I
Viola?
even got one?
No, I don't got one. I thought
I
I had her and the
realized-
little white girl.
Who?
The little what is it? She is like it was a movie, her and the little cute little white girl.
I know Fences,
Yeah, she in Fences.
Fences.
and then after that it gets a bit like.
Oh, she's in the Billie something movie. It was in 1940s. She's singing the blues.
Mm.
That's That's
God, can you list them? Why don't I know her movies?
She was Woman King.
Oh yeah, Woman King.
Yes, Fences. She was in Suicide Squad, Widows.
Oh yeah.
She's in quite a few films.
You could have said Jada Pinkett. I would have knew Jada's.
Yeah, sad. What was yours?
Oh, mine was. Let me get it. It was which Stranger Things starred in which Stranger Things star played Emperor Gator in Gladiator 2? It's Joseph Quinn. I don't know.
No
She's
idea.
industry. It's Gladiator 2. I thought maybe you might.
That's
Like, it's like saying, what dude, the head dude was in Training Day, Denzel. Like, said that.
Yeah, well, Denzel.
That's it.
Say no more, Tim.
Anything to plug? Anything to let people know about again?
The book dates.
Yeah, the book dates.
Yeah.
Where they can get it from, just in case they missed it.
Yeah, what's up, you guys? Your girl, Pretty V. Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, Walmart. That's just for my states. But in the meantime, between time, you can get it at Amazon for all my bad girl, my kings and my London people and people out there. So you can buy it off Amazon and where you buy your books from, and just plug it in. Just love, God, friends, the Pretty Victory, and we locked in. More to come.
Amazing.
It's pre-orderable.
It's pre-order.
Pre-orderable makes sense.
Yeah,
I was
pre-order.
gonna say pre-orderable, but
Yeah.
God's been in the room.
Pre-order. We're gonna get New York's bestseller, okay?
I believe it.
So
believe
I
it.
pray you guys, all three of you guys get the book.
Yeah.
Get it from your wives as well, and then your
Yeah.
family, and just so you can know more of me too. It's not, I didn't do too much. I did enough for people to understand, like, okay, this is why these topics make sense.
Yeah.
You know, from my story. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
Wicked.
checking it out.
Perfect, man. Other than that, you know the theory, bro.
No, it's
Yeah.
gonna be crazy.
Cool.
Thank you.